It's Nick here with F.O.F Financial Coaching LLC, and I'm here today to talk about what else? Money. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Hope you guys are doing the best that you can with what God has entrusted you with. And of course, that you are investing, that you are expanding, that you are making wise decisions with the money that He has called you to be over, all right? So listen, if you guys want to see this video as well as any of my other videos, please don't hesitate. Go to my website at www.foffcoaching.com. We need some help, we need some advice, we need some financial coaching. Please send me an email at foffcoaching@gmail.com. This right here is Biblical Living Part 3. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are learning some ways that you can handle your money better. You can handle your personal finances better. And of course, I want to see you do better, all right? So check out the video. Please like, share, and comment. And of course, we're going to go right to where we left off from Part 2. This is Part 3. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you. All right, so what are practical ways to manage our personal finances? What are some things we can do?
Budget plan.
You said do what?
Budget plan.
You said budget plan. What else?
Save instead of spend.
You said save instead of spend. Okay. What you saving for?
You should just be saving. Just say, because anything can happen.
That's true.
My dad will always say, save some for a rainy day.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've heard that before. But how much you supposed to save for a rainy day? You just keep saving until you pass away? I mean, what's the purpose?
I think you could have, short-term goals. Maybe you're saving up for a new car.
Yeah.
Or, you want to take your family on vacation. So
Right.
you can save for that.
Right.
But then it's also like how you give or tithe.
Yeah.
You can save a certain percent.
Yeah.
Just put away a certain.
Okay. No, sounds good. Sounds good. So we got saving as a way. We got doing a budget plan. What else are practical ways we can manage money?
I deal with a lot of cash, man.
Yeah.
I don't got no debit cards.
Yeah.
Cards or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it keeps the rest of it away from me.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's the approach I've taken up until.
So you say you deal with cash.
Yeah.
So to be honest with you, I think we spend like 15 to 20% more when we have plastic anyway. So when you actually give away cash, it's hard. How many times has somebody not bought something because they want to break a 20? When you think about, man, I don't want to break a 20, you be like, oh no. But no matter what the cost is, it seems like, man, I'm losing money. But you see that's like in there. But when you swipe, you're not thinking about that. You just swiping like, oh man, you're not worried about that. So cash, that's a very good way to manage your money, is using cash instead of swiping. Because, okay, I'm going to tell y'all this story. Y'all don't laugh at me, okay? But it's kind of funny. So when I was in college, I first got my debit card when I went to college. And so I never used one before or anything like that. So I remember when I got it, I was swiping like crazy. Like I was just buying, I was getting all kind of stuff all the time. And so the same day, I don't know why I went on this fury of swiping, but the same day I went to McDonald's and I was about to get something to eat, and I was like, okay, at the time, I'm probably eating like 4 McChickens and probably a sweet tea. So that's like $5, at the time. So like $5. I went there, I swiped, I was like, I swiped the card and it was like, this is declined. I was like, dang, like $5? I don't have $5. And so when she was like, no, I'll try it again, she's like, oh no, it's not working. Like, it's not enough money on there. I was like, whoa. So it was good because I had like a couple dollars in my pocket and I had some like change. So I paid it. And I went home, looked at my bank account. I had like $3 in my checking account. I was like, oh no, like I can't believe it. So that was a lesson I learned in, okay, you got to get a handle on yourself. But it was my money, it was my debit card. How many of us as college students, you get that credit card and you just, you go crazy.
He's like, wait, hold on.
You go crazy with it.
It's in the middle, don't worry.
Oh, I'm not going to even talk about their stories. I'm saying we don't have, right, we don't even have enough, we don't even have enough time.
Baller though when you say that, just charge it to
Yeah, but I'm telling you, they may have said charge it to my account, but now when we all graduated, they feeling it because they got all that went rolled up into their loans and everything. So that was bad. It was not good. So I have some practical ways for y'all here. We talked about some good ones. The first one was the budget plan. So on your paper here, this is number 1 under big C, is a zero-based budget. So creating a zero-based budget. Does everybody know what a zero-based budget is?
Elaborate.
Yes, I can elaborate. So a zero-based budget is what you're doing is you're forecasting, okay, how much money do I think I'm going to make? And when you have the money you think you're going to make, you're saying after that, how much money do I think I'm going to spend for that particular point in time? And you want it to zero out. So that means you are accounting for every single dollar you think you're going to make. So that's what a zero-based budget is. It should always be zero when you complete the budget. So when you subtract the amount of money that you have income minus all your expenses, that number should be zero. So that's a zero-based budget. And so when it comes to this budgeting, I know I told you I like to use a word to give me the idea, give me the foundation for it. And if somebody would, on your other paper, I have the scripture there. This is Proverbs 27, 23 to 27. If somebody would read that, please. So by a show of hands, how many people in here farm? Anybody farm? Okay. By a show of hands, how many?
Well, I know what that yesterday. I mean, what?
I'm just asking. So nobody farms. That's okay.
You know.
All right. By a show of hands, how many people in here herd sheep? You herd sheep? You say you chase a couple around? Okay. So reading this scripture, when he says, be diligent to know the state of your flocks and tend to your herds, does that make sense? Or is that just like some agricultural stuff that they talking about way back in even before Jesus' times?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you gotta know what's going on with your flocks. You gotta know what's going on with your herds. If you have chickens, you have ducks, whatever it is you have sheep, you have to understand what's going on. Be diligent to know. Be attentive about it. And with that, that's why budgeting is important. I feel like budgeting is a biblical thing, because how can we be diligent about understanding how much money we have coming in and how much money we have coming out? We should know all the way to every penny, every dollar. We should know what's happening with that money. So this right here is just a foundational principle. And we're not talking about sinning or not sinning. We're not talking about Jesus don't love you. We're just talking about if you're going to be given something, I don't care if it's $1. What are you going to do with that dollar? What are you going to forecast? What are you going to do with that dollar? So we talked about, one of the principles when I asked about the second most important thing, people say tithing. Well, if you get $1, if you already know, okay, I'm going to be taxed at this much, I'm going to give to the Lord this much, and I have this much to do something with, then that right there is really just starting a budget. It's just easy. So you know, okay, if I got $1, they're going to take 25% of that. That's to the government, unfortunately. Usually we can't even control that. They take it straight out your check. So that's a quarter gone. I got $10 I'm going to give into the Lord. So that right there is what? 35 cents already gone. So how much do you have left? There you go. So you got 65 cents to live on, enjoy, maybe save some of it for a rainy day, as we talked about. All right, somebody would turn to, or not turn to, I don't know why I said turn. I gave you all the scriptures. I gave you on purpose so you wouldn't have to do that. But the other thing in these scriptures that I want y'all to see before we go on is when they're talking about that you don't know like what's going to go on. You don't know what the generations will endure. So part of saving, part of being diligent to understand and forecasting your money is if you get paid by the hour, and you know in a certain month you're not going to work as many hours, then you might not be able to spend as much for that month, okay? So going back to this budgeting principle, I talked about the zero-based budget, but the time to do a budget is you always want to do a budget the month before for the month to come, okay? So this is June. So close to the end of June, you should create your budget for July. So you're going to say, okay, in July, I think I'm going to work this many hours. I think I'm going to get paid this much. This is your income coming in. And then you say, okay, in July, okay, we have this going on. We got the 4th of July. it's my cousin's birthday, we want to get them something, whatever it may be. This is the water bill, this is the light bill, this is about what we think. You put that into your expenses, you subtract it, you may have some money left over, you need to figure out what you're gonna do with that money left over, so you end up having $0, and that's your budget going into the month of July. And as you're going through the month of July, you just track it. Okay, we spend money on this, we spend money on that, we spend money on this, until you get to the end, and then from July, at the end of July, you create your budget for August. So it just goes like that. It's just a rotational thing. So I like to do month to month, zero base. Feel like it's a good way to track it, and it works very well. It works very well. Now, the first 3 months or so, it's a little tough, I'm not gonna lie. Especially when you married, it could be a little bit harder then, because I know my wife and I had some trials and tribulations with the budget meeting. But once you start becoming a routine, it works very well to track it. And again, we want to be diligent to know the state of our flocks and attend to our herds, okay? Hey, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, be diligent to know the state of your flocks and tend to your herds. That means you got to manage your money. You got to know what's happening with every dollar, every penny, every cent that's going on with your money. The best way to do that, as I said in the video, is budget, all right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are really thinking about budgeting. Hope you guys are seeing that even when you're married, it's easy for two people to, well, let me stop. It's not easy, but it is possible for two people to come together to understand and make sure they know what's going on with their money. It's very important. It's even biblical, if you will, because you guys work way too hard, way too hard to be scrounging, to have no idea what your money is doing, to not be saving, to not be ready to get whatever it is that you're trying to get. And unfortunately, people will go into debt because of that. So let's stop that, all right? I want you to choose faith over fear for your finances. And of course, Happy Friday!